It's too quiet anyway, and I couldn't wait. Boys! Oh! Straight to my nervous system. Into all my important organs. I thought, for full nostalgic purposes, if this is going to be the last couple of days where I'm streaming in this room, in this house, in this location, might as well drink the classic Dr. Pepper. I'm not sponsored, by the way. This is what I drank most of the time, like in the summer when I started doing dailies. It's also really fucking good. I don't know how to describe it. It's fantastic. So in between, it seems like the most important stuff is happening on the days I decided not to stream, which in the long run, I guess a bad decision on my part. And there was a lot of stuff I wanted to watch today that's happening at the same time. I watched SmackDown, I watched a bunch of EVO. I'm sure all the important EVO stuff is going to be happening over the next couple of days. Not that, like, Twitch is, like, a huge competition problem, but the way the streams lined up, I am streaming every day that EVO is also streaming. So that's, I made that competition for myself. But in between the time, when was this? August 3rd. That was a couple days ago when I wasn't streaming. There was a new... Well, I didn't even set this up. All right, hold on. Let me do that real quick. I don't need to. I'll use my mouse, my computer. Oh, don't look at that. The Pokemon Presents full presentation. That happened a couple days ago. And I have already watched it. This is not a reaction. This is, however, a lecture. We're going to go through it and go over all the important information. At least the information that I deem important. Let's get rid of Waluigi Pinball and let's play this. So, for this, like, 20-minute video of the Pokemon Presents...
Hello, everyone.
Only some of it I care about, and that's, like,
Pokemon Company.
Oh, they give little chapters.
Pokemon Presents,
yeah, the 9-minute mark. I just want to show you. Here, wait, oh,
21st.
This guy.
Please have a look at this video.
I'm looking at the video.
Hello, Pokemon trainers. I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International.
This dude's name is Chris Brown. That's all I had to say about that. That's... just the observation, really, is that his name is Chris Brown, which I think is funny. Now, Scarlet and Violet.
Next up, an update on the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet
the thing I care
games.
about. Now, I said previously I knew we were going to get a trailer for this. I don't want to see a bunch of, like, spoilers for stuff. I just want to see how the multiplayer works. I just want that explained. And before we get into it, I'm letting you know, it didn't spoil a lot, but it also didn't really answer any of my questions, but there is still some new info that we're going to get into. Trailer does not reflect actual gameplay experience, and then the thing below it, the on-screen text and voiceovers are not present in the game. So, I mean, we probably knew there was no voice acting in this game, and I don't know if this is actually something I care about, or if something I let the internet convince me I care about, but a Pokemon game of 2022 not having voice acting, I know it's like a common Pokemon thing, but we've been doing away with a lot of common Pokemon things over the last couple of games, so... It's weird. It's also very strange that they have this one guy talking and have a voiceover only for the trailer that won't be in the game. Okay, actually, yeah, we're going to go this frame by frame. This is analysis, right? An anal cyst. These Arcanine models are new, or... I don't know if they're from new Pokemon Snap, but they are newer than the Legends Arceus ones, so that's important. And here, we see Sawsbuck and Deerling. The other way around. Deerling and Sawsbuck. The thing about Deerling and Sawsbuck is that their gimmick when they were introduced in Pokemon Black and White is that that game had changing seasons. So whatever season it was IRL, it would change in the game. There's like a thing where you input enough buttons where it just keeps changing the seasons, and I think I did that, or just my internal clock was fucked up. So every time I load up my old Black and White game, it cycles through all the seasons very fast and just weird. So we don't know if seasons are going to be in this game or if there's just different areas of the map. By the way, they showed us the entire map on the website, but we're not going to the website right now. What we are going to is opening this document right here. I've mentioned before that I don't want to leave I don't want to leave any Pokemon in Pokemon Home. Is it Home? Yeah, Home, because, I don't know, I don't want to get extorted just in case they're like, haha, give us money if you want your free your Pokemon. I would have to pay it because I'm a big baby who is emotionally attached to lines of code. That being said, so I was only like, okay, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, which are Gen 4 games, and then a little bit of Legends Arceus. I was excited because I knew you could then transfer basically the first, well, not basically, yeah, definitely the first 4 generations of Pokemon at least into Switch games. As long as I could have Pokemon in games and not just in home, then I'm happy. I could transfer everything up. all the Pokemon you're seeing now, this isn't all of them. This is just each of the lines. So, like, I don't have Tepig, Tepig, Pignite, and Emboar. I just have Emboar to show those 3 Pokemon that aren't here. So these are all the Pokemon that I had listed prior that weren't in Switch games. I have something, I think this is, yeah, there's Florges, which was shown in the previous Scarlet Violet trailer. So that was gone. And now we have Sawsbuck confirmed in the next gen game, so that'll be something we can transfer. I don't know why it's got a little effect here. I don't remember doing that, but now we can mark off Sawsbuck, and I think there will be more in the trailer, so let's keep going through it. I'm going through it. And also, I have not to brag or flex or anything, I have a full living dex. So all I'm focused on right now, aside from Diancie, which I don't have, but I can't get that in any real way. So what I'm focusing on right now is trying to get the forms of everything to have a really full living dex. And I don't have all the Sawsbuck forms, but I will by playing this game. The same was said about the Unknown in Legend Arceus. I didn't have all the Unknown, now I do. Little tower back here. Now we know this is an open world RPG. And is that, yeah, open world RPG. And a lot of open world games in recent times have taken a lot after Breath of the Wild, like, oh, there's like little objectives to do throughout the world. I don't think that's what this game is. That being said, there is this spire right here. I don't think there's any side missions. They do say later in the trailer that there's 3 separate plots you can do, but I don't think they're gonna do the whole, like Mario Odyssey was kind of open world where it had individual worlds, but each of those, like, oh, have a bunch of tiny moons scattered throughout. The thing about the Switch games is the Switch games need to be big because it's the next big console, while also being pick up and play because it's a portable console. So like Mario Odyssey is a big game, but if you want to pick up the Switch for like a couple minutes, you can get a moon and still feel good. Same thing with Breath of the Wild. If you want to just play a little bit, you can go to a random spire and do that dungeon and feel fine. And you get a little serotonin. That's why I was hyped about Fall Guys being added to Switch, because I think it's much better as a pick up and play than it is sitting down to play it. This spire, I don't think really means much. I just wanted to point it out. We see Pooper here early. Snorunt. Gyarados, new model for sure. You can definitely tell. This looks way better. Honchkrow, Murkrow. Okay. So this is obvious, right? Because it's a modern Pokemon game, so it's not like they would have taken this out anyway. But this just... We see the night sky and the moon, and these are Pokemon that normally only come out at night. So obviously day-night cycle. But that was... We could have assumed that. It's like saying, oh man, they confirmed you can catch Pokemon in this game. Like, it's pretty basic. Hub World looks a little iffy from far away.
Please.
How loud? That's actually pretty loud. They have the... Oh, wait. Yeah, no. They have the guy talking, and they have the voiceover guy be him, but in the game he's not talking. We see the legendaries.
The treasure hunt.
What is interesting is he said the treasure hunt, which you just heard. So if we are going off the assumption that it will be similar to something like Breath of the Wild or Mario Odyssey, where there's just little stuff hidden around the map, maybe that's something we're doing. But there is still the traditional 8 gym leader setup. Now, we're about to see a lot of shit with both of... We get a name drop of the region, which is Paldea. The 2 legendaries, both you can ride around the map, which we are about to see. Also, both of their names have Rhydon in the name. We saw Girafarig. Was there something else there? Also, this guy's only got Premier Balls. I didn't notice that. That's really weird.
The treasure hunt.
Full team of Premier Balls. That's impressive.
Travel across Paldea.
What was I looking for? Girafarig? Anything else? Nope, just Girafarig.
Get to know the region.
Get to know the region. There's Sawsbuck. There's the different form of Sawsbuck I was referring to before. So people saw these. Mareep, Flaffy. Okay, it can climb, it can fly, it can run. They can both do that. I saw so many people being like, oh man, the motorcycle is so cool. Why would anyone pick the other one? Whereas when I saw this, I was like, oh man, the running one, he looks kind of cool. So I guess everyone's like, oh man, Violet sweeps. Why would anyone pick Scarlet? And I'm like I didn't know which one I was going to pick before, but now I'm kind of on board with Scarlet. Also, as you could tell by the whole border you're looking at. And, you know, what I look like right now. I like the color red. Also, we saw a little... Sorry, I hate to keep... Actually, we're not doing PlayStation stuff today. We're just doing the Mario Kart DLC, and I don't think that'll take the full 3 hours, so we have time to kill. There's a little thing down here that kind of looks like a... I don't know, a sombrero. I don't know what point I'm trying to make.
The abundant nature.
Go-Goat and Skiddo. Mark it off on our bingo card. Alright. Still more Pokemon yet to find. 150 or more to see. Anything else? No, that's Skiddo. You see this little spot right here that kind of looks like a Pokestop? There's another one back here. I'm not sure what this means, but hopefully we'll figure it out as the trailer goes. Actually, wait. Sorry. I should have did the frame instead of going back 10 seconds.
Nature.
Somebody did a map speculation and saw these little flags. If you could see them, these like two flags going opposite directions, that meant like a checkpoint, or you can only play online in like the open area and the rest is kind of linear, even though they said it's an open world game. And that's what the flags are. That's what the assumption is. We don't actually know what the flags are. I didn't notice that before, that the flags are here. It can go on water. Okay, Qfint. And, I was gonna say Crawdon, but that's not right. What's its fucking name? The new guy. And it's got these little stops. It doesn't look great.
The rich culture.
But I never really cared about graphics, but I know a lot of other people will. Sunflora doesn't confirm it's in the game, just because there was a Poliwag shirt in Sword and Shield, and Poliwag wasn't even in that game,
The
so.
Pokémon.
Fletchinder. I'm pretty sure that was already confirmed, right? It's not on here. Most of the stuff here is Gen 5 or Gen 6, and then a little bit of Gen 7. So that's most of the stuff. Oh, I didn't mean to open that. Slack coffee. It's always nice to see Gen 3 and 2 stuff, because there's a lot. Those are the ones I find very nostalgic. But they mostly, not pander, but they mostly choose like Gen 1 stuff, and obviously there's Dragonite here. But seeing Pineco, Pikachu obviously. I love how the new Pikachu looks, how he's a lot dirtier. Pinchurin, new gym leaders probably. Or just trainer classes. Oh, that was the Spire we saw earlier. So this is open world. This is obviously where this is the gym, right? I don't know if all gyms like this, but this is the snow gym. Canyon. This is the thing I was pointing out earlier. Okay, so maybe this is like its own thing. There isn't a bunch of these. There's just the one.
Who will you meet?
Ooh. The two professors. They showed something before that.
Who will you meet?
I think they explain her later. And also the little kid.
What will you achieve?
I gotta say, as far as character designs go, the one with the colored hair and covering their face and like, ew, like that is what kids are like.
Will be your
Nowadays.
Pokemon.
I have the clock app, I know. Sprigatito, Fuecoco,
Journey
Quaxley.
together.
Confirm that your Pokemon follows you. Also, how fucking tiny they are. Only your main Pokemon, which is fine. That's how it always was. So they show 4 players here. Obviously, Scarlet Violet. But this is the open world area. They said that the whole game's open world, but I think there may be a little bit of, not bullshit, but, you know. There's some trickery there. New Rotom phone, go inside the... Okay, this is the thing we saw earlier. Okay. Also, there's a lighthouse there. Debate how important that may or may not be.
Learn together.
Rotom phone, go inside a dungeon. So in Legends Arceus, everything was mainly connected, at least in each area, but when you go in a dungeon, there wasn't really a loading screen. I mean, there was, but you would go into a completely separate area. So this is not open world. This is not a glowing mushroom thing. So okay. Here we see Electros. Electros. Sword and Shield. Scarlet and Violet. I forgot the name. X and Y. Gold, Silver, Ruby, Sapphire. So these are all different generations. Oh, Black and White. These are all different generations, and none of them are Kanto, which is nice. I don't hate Kanto. Just, all right. Hate Kanto and Kanto. So mark Electros off. That's another confirmation. We're getting closer to having every Pokemon on the Switch. There's the fucking Spire again. All right. I mentioned it as like a bit, but not really a bit, but I'm like, maybe it'll be something. But we're seeing it a lot in this trailer. Noibat, Noivern. I don't think that's... Yeah, no, okay. Sorry, I got a little ahead of myself. But also, complaints have been said. It seems there's a lot of cool stuff in this, but it seems like a couple steps back from Legends Arceus. The quality of life changes. That little cat... We obviously knew that the battles in this game would be more traditional battles. To catch a Pokemon, you need to be in a battle. But there is this evolution cutscene, which, yes, was also in Legends Arceus, but... We'll find out more later that the evolution cutscene is just kind of you don't get to choose when it happens. And here's the new gimmick: Terrastalize. which as far as battling goes is cool. But it just, I'm more excited about new Pokemon designs and how, like, new forms and stuff. And this isn't, nothing gets a new form. They just get a little thing added on top of their model, which in that case, I don't really like it. I don't think it's a bad gimmick. As far as battling goes, it'll mix up a lot of stuff. But this and, like, Z moves are my least favorite because there's no new forms. It's just that they just put shit on top. Also, somebody pointed out, I want to see if I can find it. Is it in this one? The model they use back here is the Rumble. You remember Pokemon? Is that it, actually? Or maybe I'm thinking of a different... The Pokemon Rumble model. Oh, here it is. Yeah, because it got no neck. And then there's the same raids as were in Sword and Shield, but with a twist. And the twist is... Wait, that was Clawitzer. Is Clawitzer already... Okay. Also, showing some love to Luminion, which I love, but no one else does. It becomes a special... So... Going over this, if we are to assume this is similar to Sword and Shield raids, where you, to get a G-Max Pokemon when the game first started, you needed to catch it as a G-Max Pokemon, you can terrestrialize any Pokemon, but this little animation in the raid shows you throwing a special crystallized ball, which is interesting. It's also, I didn't even acknowledge it, how cool it is that you get to use the legendary throughout all the game, so that it makes it way more interesting. No one really questioned what he meant by treasure hunt, but that's actually interesting. Again, I'm glad we don't know a lot about the game. I just want to know how the multiplayer works, so I don't, like, get a group together, like, oh, the 4 of us, let's play it on launch day, and then we can't even play together.
We're now starting to get a clearer picture of your adventures.
The trailer is way louder than this guy.
I'd like to dive a little deeper into the information presented. So let's take a closer
Now we're getting
look
an information
together,
deep
shall
dive. Also, for some reason, some Ultra Beasts back here. I didn't even notice that. There's a bunch of little stuff I didn't notice, because now that I'm analyzing step by step.
The newest titles in the Pokémon
It's
series
loud again.
are the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games.
It's also a different... Oh, okay, so these little stops are like Pokemon. You can heal and buy stuff. Okay, so that's what that little logo above... It's like Pokemon Go.
Will be open world RPGs.
There's the... Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I jumped back too far again, but...
These titles will be open world RPGs.
We keep seeing this, but every time we see it, it's in the desert. So are there multiple of them, or is it just this one and it's like important?
A first for the Pokemon series.
They showed... Okay, a lot of these shots they actually did show already.
Sprawling landscapes and vibrant towns weave together.
I guess
to
they only
form
got a
the
couple
Paldea
shots.
region,
Paldea.
where your new adventure will unfold.
Free camera. If this... Okay, I think this might be a purposefully cinematic shot to show how big this town is. But if this is actually how the camera works, the character is very small on the camera, which I kind of like, but I don't think most people will.
These are the legendary Pokemon.
Koraidon and Miraidon, because you ride on them. Moving on.
And Miraidon.
Also, Koraidon looks way cooler. I don't know why everyone thinks this one's cool. This one is... It's got scales. It's obviously cooler.
You'll rely on one of them as a partner in your adventure.
Right.
Climb on. And together you'll dash across grassy fields.
There's that cave again.
Move across water.
Water.
And glide through the sky.
Sky.
Your partner can...
There was the fucking... Hold on.
And glide...
We saw it again, too!
Grassy fields. Move
See, right back there. That doesn't look like a desert area, though.
across water. And glide...
And then we see it... I could have
the
sworn I
sky.
saw it again. Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, this one isn't in... There's another one right here. Oh, okay. I think we stumbled across something. There are 3... They said, like, 3 different paths in the game. One is about doing the gym challenge. I thought there was only one of these spires, but these things are actually all over the map. I think this may be one of the paths. This is breaking news, by the way. I saw a bunch of other speculation videos, and nobody pointed that out.
Your partner can change forms as needed, while you explore every nook and cranny of the
Look,
region
there...
with that.
There it was again. I'm not crazy. Also, this dude's holding on for fucking dear life. There it is, right there. Another spire. I think these spires are going to be pretty important. Makuhita. Story you weave as you desire.
You will be enrolling at a certain academy as a student.
What was that? Sorry.
You will be enrolling
What is this?
at a certain academy.
Minchino?
As
I can't tell what this is. It's like a... No matter how... Yeah, 10, 80, 60, this doesn't... That's just too blurry. Maybe Rockruff?
You will be enrolling at a certain academy as a student.
Naranja and Uva, just Spanish for orange and purple. I don't think the purple part's right, actually. I know
And
Naranja
a special
is.
independent study project awaits you.
Yeah, see,
The
and
treasure
just,
hunt.
if you're
Through
gonna
it,
do
you'll
cutscenes that
embark
you
on a
can't
journey to
skip,
find treasure of your
just
own here in
you can do voice
Paldea.
acting in that.
3 grand
Ice
stories
Gym.
are waiting for you.
3 grand
One
stories.
story will revolve around the
You have to prove yourself to the Pokemon League to
familiar
officially...
gym
Okay.
battles.
So you have
You'll go to 8
three different
Pokemon
rivals
gyms
depending on
and
what
aim
story
for the
you
champion
do.
rank.
You could do all of them, I think.
In these games, there is no set mon gyms
You know what I'm
and
gonna
aim
say,
for the
but-
champion rank.
There's another Spire back there.
In these games,
Something to think
there is
about.
no set path you must take when challenging the gyms.
Glacedo Gym.
Char-
Grusha, this is a dude. A lot of people were upset about that.
Your very own course along
I mean, the scarf
set
isn't this
path
color.
you must take when challenging the gyms.
Scarf isn't this color pattern for no reason, so.
Chart
Icy Bite
your
of Reality.
very own course along Victory
Also, there's a bunch of tourists around. Is a new
Road.
guy. The
other
headphones
two
just...
stories
Oh,
you'll-
wait, new UI. There's no text box, it's just text. Which would be cool if the text it wasn't just plain white with like a very big drop shadow. But we do see the little Cetitan of the health bar going down. I like how it looks.
The other two
aside from
stories you'll experience
text box.
hold
Hip
many
out on.
surprises and discoveries.
So, notice when she
Victory
says what.
Road.
Victory Road, yeah, this is gym battle. This is gym path.
The other two stories you'll experience hold many surprises and
Other 2 stories, we saw one of those gates again.
discoveries as well.
Go-Goat, obviously.
Which story will you begin with? How will you progress
And the Spire. Okay, this is definitely... I've stumbled across something.
through them? It is
I'm
all
proud of
up
that.
to you.
Anything new here? Rockruff. I mean, I said that already, but... Rockruff in the game? Yes. Where's my Kamala and Gumshoe's love?
Professor Sada and Professor
Also, I like the
Churro,
caveman aesthetic
research legends
more.
passed on in the Paldea region. Mr. Clavel is the director
I would like to
of the
pick Scarlet. I guess I'm at the mercy of whatever everyone else picks, but
academy you'll attend.
if I had my way, I'd choose Scarlet.
And Mr. Jacques is your homeroom teacher who teaches biology.
Biology? Of what? Like
You'll have
humans
your
or Pokemon?
battle-loving friend, Nimona.
So this is your gym leader path rival. So I imagine this will be the hard rival. Well, not hard, but this will be the one that picks the starter strong
And you'll
against
meet
yours?
Arvin, an upperclassman and a great cook.
Okay.
There's also Penny, a shy student in your grade.
So there's 3 paths, and we can only go off of speculation. But one of the paths showed us picking mushrooms or something,
There are gym leaders too,
and they just said Arvin's a
like
good
Grusha,
cook.
the ice-type gym leader.
Okay.
The people you meet in Paldea,
So obviously,
Like Grusha,
if I'm gonna
the
make
ice-type
assumptions based on how people
gym
look,
leader.
fighting,
The people you meet in
dark.
Paldea are sure to enrich your adventure.
I don't know.
Adventures.
I've lost it. I've lost the plot.
Many different species of
How can I growl
Pokemon,
with
also
Pineco?
called the
Also thrilled to have Pineco back. Big fan of
Paldea
that.
region home. This Pokemon
Pooper.
is the Paldean regional form of
They
Whoop.
did that on purpose. Paldean Wooper.
Wooper.
I gotta get used to saying Paldean, because I only recently what is Sword and Shield? Because Legends Arceus is Hisuian. It takes place in Hisui. Sword and Shield is Galar and Galarian. Okay. Paldean.
It lives on the land and covers its body with a poisonous film.
Also, like, this is cute. I like Wooper, but it's just Wooper. Like, as far as regional forms go, this is not a great one. I don't mean to spoil everyone's fun, but it is just a color swap. Fido, on the
are
other hand.
delightfully squishy
Great
Pokemon that are
design.
smooth to the touch. And here's Cetitan,
Cetitan.
which has a large body and a hard horn that can freeze its surroundings.
Ice Whale. With legs.
Of course, we also have the Pokemon from which you'll
I love
choose your
these starters.
first partner.
This is going to be a hard decision.
Sprigatito
But again, I am
Fuecoco,
at the mercy of whatever everyone else
and
picks.
Quaxley. Enjoy meeting lots of Pokemon.
Mudbray was in Sword and Shield. I actually knew that, so I don't know why I checked. I have to be extra
Fine.
sure. Skiddo,
And complete your Pokédex as part of your adventure.
Pokedex, Trade, Stonjourner. Love how the new Pokedex looks. Even more fun with multiplayer. Also, no one really pointed this out, but this is additional games and system required for multiplayer mode. Yeah, I get that. That there's like a selfie mode. And it's not just like cutscene, because you could see you kind of move the camera. These games have thoroughly lacked a camera mode, so this is... I like this. Especially with Legends Arceus, where you could go to like the photographer and take pictures with your team. This is fun. Cherish the memories. Even in a Heart Gold, they had a little picture thing, and I still have all my old pictures. It's nice to save them.
By using the Union Circle, you can enjoy co-op play.
Okay. So with these little Pokemart, there's a Mart on the far right, healing in the middle, and then on the left is the wireless area. It's got the little Wi-Fi symbol. And the Union Circle right here, it's got 4 players. This is where you meet up with people. So it's not like the wild area where there's a ton of people running around. You will only play with the people you choose.
With up to 3 friends.
Okay.
You can go look for Pokemon you haven't yet discovered. Or even ride together to race across the map.
But we only see the open world area. Like, we don't see them in towns together. Which is what I think the flags are for. And I did that, like, up and to the side to distinguish flags. But it also means the small centers. Because there's normal-sized Pokemon centers in the... Oh, fuck, I'm so wrong.
Paldea region has to offer with family and friends.
Okay, never mind. They're in the town. I'm wrong. Sorry. Terrestrial. Terrestrial. I can't fucking... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 Pokemon, obviously. Why? The starters are, like, very tiny in this. I guess I never noticed how actually... Like, I saw them walking next to the trainer. I'm like, man, they're, like, teacup size. But next to Lechonk, too. Damn. It's nice that Terrastalize is hotkeyed to the R button, too. Can I say, by the way, it's very confusing. It gets confusing every time. That on the Switch, L and R are the bumpers. And the triggers are ZL and ZR. So any game that says hit R, I immediately hit the right trigger. But it's not that. It's the right bumper. So, get used to that. Chonk, Terrastalize, Grass type.
The Terrastal phenomenon makes Pokemon shine like gems.
Like crystal gems. Starting to think of that. I think I'm probably going to use exclusively new Pokemon. Or Pineco also, because I like Pineco and I've never used one. I guess I'll decide on the day what I want to use.
Are able to Terrastalize,
but I like to
which
use
can
newer
provide
stuff.
a boost to a Pokemon's type and make its moves stronger.
You do not need to do these Pokemon so dirty. They're like level... It's a level fucking 3 hop
and make its
You had
moves
to use Stab, Fire, and super effective double with the
stronger.
Terrastalize. You were going to kill it if you just bit it.
Some Pokemon will change type.
So, this battle is in the... Wait, was it the same way with this? This looks like it has a terrain, like older Pokemon games have, where it's like a set terrain of where you're fighting. Whereas this... Sorry. This looks more like Legends Arceus, where you just start the battle wherever you are. So the question is, does the game have a free camera in battle then?
Pokemon will change type when they Terrastalize.
Got the Flying Pikachu gimmick. I like it. I think it's funny.
What type
nice.
they become seems to
Normal.
depend on that Pokemon's Terra
Fire.
type.
Imagine Terra type Fire Chandelure. Just stacking gimmicks. Sumaru.
For example,
Eevee.
an Eevee would typically remain normal type after Terrastalizing.
Right.
But there could be Eevee that become grass or water type after Terrastalizing.
So, okay, I may have misunderstood this. I thought this was similar to Z-Moves or Mega Evolution, where you can use the Terra thing as an item on any Pokemon. But now it's sounding more like you have to catch them as Terra types. And that's, I imagine, what the raids are for. And when you get your starter, it comes with the Terra already. Comes with the territory.
We hope you'll try to catch Pokemon with
Yep.
rare Terra types.
That's where the raids are. You get... Okay, do you only get rare Terra types here, or do you get all Terras here?
Pokemon that have rare Terra types are more likely to appear in Terra.
Also, how many... A lot we don't know. How many times can you use it in battle? Because G-Max, Mega Evolution, Z-Moves, you can only use it on one Pokemon per
raid
battle.
battles.
If you use it once, you can't do it again. Any of these
You
new?
can challenge
Serena? No, she's
Terra
already in.
Pokemon in these battles with up to 3 other trainers.
Gardevoir with
This is a
water Terrestrial.
New
Interesting.
kind of raid
See, I like it
battle
as a
where you can
battling
attack
gimmick.
or heal with your own timing without having
I
to
just
wait
wish
for
we
your
could have gotten new
allies.
forms, I guess. And I imagine we are going to. I mean, we get regional forms, but...
Try to cooperate with your allies to get the upper hand.
Also, I talked over it, but...
Attack or heal with your own timing without having to wait.
You don't have to wait for everyone. I'm mansplaining. I just talked over... I said the exact same thing, except I talked over her. You can actively keep battling, even if... Like, if your partner takes, like, 10 minutes to pick a move, you can get, like, 20 moves in before they get in their second.
For your allies.
I believe is what I'm gathering from this. I could be wrong. I don't know the
Try to
information she
cooperate
does.
with your
I'm just trying to
allies
talk
get
over
the upper
her.
hand in these battles.
It'll make him go fast. You only really need one strong person to constantly... But
After
that comes into question, how often can the Terra Pokemon attack them?
You successfully defeat a Terra Pokemon, you'll get the opportunity to catch it for yourself.
Right, like G-Maxing. Don't get me wrong. I like the multiplayer and raid aspects of Sword and Shield. That was the most fun I had with that game, aside from, like, shiny hunting. But it doesn't seem like a new enough gimmick. This game, I think... I don't mind it, I guess. It should have been a combination of Legends Arceus and Sword and Shield, and it isn't. This game exists as if Legends Arceus doesn't exist, which makes sense because it was developed before Legends Arceus, or at least at the same time, and they didn't share a lot of ideas. I saw something, sorry. See the mushroom, and we see the guy who cooks, which means that the girl rival, I forgot her name, you battle her and do gym battles. This rival guy who's top of the class, you do the path in the game where you collect these things. I don't know if this is related to the evil team, which is what people are speculating is that giant car. If not, then that means the little kid with the colored hair and just like, oh, she's just a kid, basically. And kids have fought Pokemon before, but her whole gimmick is that she's shy. So it'd be weird that her gimmick is with the evil team, unless they, like, kidnap one of her Pokemon or something. Donphan, Pikachu, Smoliv, Lechonk,
We've kept
Scizor.
all the things you love about Pokemon.
Not all the
while
things.
evolving the adventure you can have in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. We hope you look forward to the day you set out on your adventure.
And they got emotes, I think, which is cool. You can taunt.
For
Wait.
Retailers now.
Pre-order. If I want to do the midnight release stream, then I'll get it digitally, but I also want a physical version. Early purchase, you get special Pikachu. Great. You have to use a Pikachu, though. The upside is you get a new cool Pokemon. The downside is it's a Pikachu.
Your
You have
independent
to use
study in the
Pikachu.
Paldea region begins in 3 months.
Independent study.
That's all for today's.
3 months. That is crazy. Oh, damn. He showed off his bald spot, too.
Thank you very much for tuning in and watching.
That's messed up that I pointed that out. Anyway, Waluigi Pinball. I cannot hear it at all. I don't want it to be too loud. That's good. All right. Scarlet Violet. We have the official webpage here. How long have I been talking? For 30 minutes? That's crazy. Paldea region. Your adventure takes place in the Paldea region, a land of vast open spaces dotted with lakes, towering peaks, wastelands, and perilous mountain ranges. Along the way, all sorts of trainers will be adventuring and honing their skills with Pokemon battles. You can find lots of Pokemon and people and Pokemon living together in a variety of locations, ranging from a farming village with a boundless harvest to a port town with a bustling marketplace. Also, Pokemon living in treetops, rivers, and all sorts of other locations. Do we get a full image of this map? No, because these are smaller images. Is there anything hidden in these? I think these are all from the trailer. Your adventuring companion, the Rotom Phone. You must have a must-have for traveling in the Paldea region. The Rotom Phone has several apps and features that will come in handy during your adventures. Your cousin's going to call you and ask if you want a ball, and the ULP will constantly text you. This time, the Pokédex will be loaded with Rotom Phone as an app. Your map will also be an app on your Rotom Phone. You'll be able to see a map of the entire Paldea region in the map app, which does naturally show you current location. You'll also see all kinds of information like nearby towns, Pokemon centers, wild Pokemon. Wild Pokemon, that's interesting that it shows you. Does it mean like in a normal Pokedex sense where it says, oh, it's in this location? Or will stuff appear on your map like how roaming Pokemon work where you can see what's in what area? Yeah, can we open image in new tab? Okay, no, here we go. Pokepath Inlet Grotto. plus. I don't know what this means because it's got the player icon. I guess it just means where you are, and you could rotate which direction you're facing. Different weather. Good, we know that. Zoom in and out. Okay. We should do... Oh, fuck. Now, we'll stay zoomed in. Why not? Use this opportunity to get a bigger look at the map. This is huge. Like, I know there's 3 paths, but if Ice Path is here, it looks to have a kind of linear path. Well, then what's going on fucking here in this volcano? I actually have no clue what's going on. I thought I had a pretty good grasp, but I do not. Someone better than me will probably make, like, a map analysis. But for right now, all I could tell it... I imagine not all of this stuff will be featured and it's just set dressing. But if not, this is the biggest map we've ever seen in one of these games. And it is an open world game, so... No, Hoppip. I'm on the lookout for any new Pokemon in particular. The mainstay of the Pokemon trainer is the Outdoor Pokemon Center. Adventuring in the vast Paldea region won't be a walk in the park. I get it. In order to battle Pokemon trainers and catch wild Pokemon, you will need to rest your Pokemon and get Pokeballs too to catch more Pokemon. To support Pokemon trainers, there are many outdoor Pokemon centers scattered about Paldea. Trainers can easily find Pokemon centers even from far away. Pokemon centers light up at night, and each has a Pokemon sign on top of the roof. Okay. So it doesn't have the same catch mechanic as Legend Arceus. We know that. But in Legends Arceus, because you can catch stuff without battling, if all your Pokemon die, you could still walk around and stuff. What's interesting here is that if this game doesn't have the catch mechanic, it may just make you black out or white out when your team dies. But then, I suppose you just spawn back at whatever the previous center you were at was. We have to assume. Depending on the version of the game you have, the Pokemon that will appear will differ. There are several differences between Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, and one such difference is the species of Pokemon that appear. For example, Larvitar and Stonejourner appear in Scarlet, while Bagon and Ice-Cube appear in Pokemon Violet. Again, another W for Scarlet. I like Tyranitar way more than I like Salamence. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but I'll stand by it. Stonejourner and Ice-Cube, not so much, but whatever. Pokemon Scarlet, Pokemon Violet are available to play in the following languages: Japanese, Korean, Chinese, Simplified Chinese, English, French, Italian, Why am I reading this? This doesn't have a comma. So is European Spanish... Or am I being dumb? Is European Spanish a thing? I don't think it is. Okay, go back. New forms discovered. Legendary Pokemon. Koraidon and Miraidon. During your adventure, you will meet the legendary Pokemon, either Koraidon or Miraidon, and it will join you on your journey. Koraidon and Miraidon are full of mystery and are said to have power that far surpasses that of other Pokemon. It seems Koraidon and Miraidon have even more forms than those who've already discovered. These Pokemon are capable of changing their forms to better suit what they're doing and what terrain they're traveling over. Okay, we see them riding. Also, people were complaining that this guy's got wheels even though he can run. I agree. I think the wheels are a little... The wheels should be saved for this one, but I imagine they just wanted to model swap. Seeing him run is what makes him cooler for me. Seeing him climb, yeah. Ride these legendary Pokemon to embark on an unrestricted adventure. Ride your legendary Pokemon to traverse the expansive Paldea region and explore every nook and cranny together. Sprint... I can't hear nook and cranny without thinking about that one Tim and Eric sketch. Sprint through plains and deserts, move across water, scale cliffs, cross hills, and glide off peaks. Enjoy a fresh and liberating adventure that only an open world can provide. Meet a variety of Pokemon and Pokemon... I keep seeing people and just immediately defaulting to Pokemon because I don't care about the people. Alongside your legendary Pokemon and seek out the mysteries that await you in Paldea. Sprinting build, drive mode. The Akira bike slide. There was a nope. Traveling through Paldea on foot can be quite a hassle. If you learn how to ride sprinting build Koraidon or drive mode Miraidon, you'll be able to traverse the expansive Paldea region more freely and at full speed. Sprinting build Koraidon. It may look like a motorcycle, but it uses its powerful legs to run on all fours. So these aren't even, like, built into him. It's just like an evolutionary trait he has these. Whereas this, drive mode Miraidon accelerates by generating energy in its tail and throat, which transforms into wheel-like rings. Aquatic. On your adventure, you'll be able to jump into rivers, lakes, and vibrant oceans to approach the Pokemon that live there across perilous waters in a snap by riding swimming build Koraidon and aquatic mode Miraidon. Koraidon floats by making its throat into a flotation device, and it propels itself by spreading a membrane between its toes. I didn't need to know all this. Yeah, I don't want to read this anymore. Gliding. Okay. I'm glad I read all the fucking their doctor's notes. Sprawling landscapes, vibrant towns. Is this all the news? Are we seeing anything new here? Hold on. Get this unique in-game accessory when you pre-order on Pokémon Center. There's always different rewards, right? I pre-ordered from GameStop for Sword and Shield last time, and I didn't get the thing I wanted. Backpack for your character to wear during the adventure. This is an ugly backpack, so I don't... Sure, whatever. If you get it from the Pokemon Center. Look the way you want when you explore the palette. Arrange your looks and hairstyle to freely change your appearance. It's Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. Can this move? What is this supposed to be in the way? If I zoom out, is it not in the way? Interesting. So this is part of the overlay. Eye shape, mouth shape, and more. That's pretty in-depth. Look the way you want. You can, of course, change your hairstyle, hair color, and eyebrows at salons. Okay. So, the salons are good. I like being able to customize your character, but it's a little annoying that you have to start the game looking like generic person that is your race. And because the whitest character, which I'm the whitest person, so I pick the whitest character, they always make them blonde. So I have to play through the beginning of the game as a blonde kid, and I can't get to a salon and have better hair until later in the game. So look your best when you're a treasure hunt. They keep going over this term treasure hunt. Use all sorts of items to make your uniform fit you, ranging from short sleeves, shorts to warm blazers. The Academy has 4 different kinds of uniforms in total. Additionally, you can collect a wide variety of accessories from boutiques, wear your favorite items, and try out different styles along the way on your adventure. That was in previous games. That is not new. Yeah, pre-order, you get Pikachu, that Terra-type flying. A mystery gift, blah, 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 blah. Wait, hold on. You can receive it by choosing get via internet for mystery gift feature in the game. Okay, until February. Other games, when you get a pre-order, you get to get the Pokemon immediately. So, like, the Mega Evolution Torchic from X and Y, and the Z-Move Munchlax from Sun and Moon. I got those day one, and that's what I'm saying. You can get it day one, but you have to do it before February. Story unfolds the way you want it to. Weave 3 grand stories into your adventure as you meet Pokemon you have never seen and unique characters. These titles have the hallmark Pokemon story of going to gyms aiming to become a champion. I like this. I've said for a long time that Pokemon should have different things to do. I fear, though, that the stories in this may not be as good. I was always... Because you go off the anime, right? Like, oh, one is a breeder, one does contests or whatever. But the main thing was always the league. There are 3 equal stories in this, so beating the league isn't even the end. It's just one story, which is, I think, is cool. It seems like the game's going to have a lot of stuff to do, which I like doing. I like doing stuff. But I guess we don't know enough about the other stories to make a judgment yet. But there's no set path, so you can go to whichever gym you want to challenge in the order you desire. That's also sick, that you could do any gym in any order. I imagine the level scaling that people have been predicting is in a play, where depending on how far, or depending on what gym, so it's like, oh, this is your second badge, but it's like the Dragon Gym or whatever, they will scale to be like, okay, second badge, got it. They won't scale to your exact level, so if you grind a bunch... I didn't even think about this. What if you do the other 2 stories first and get super strong and then come back to the final path, which is the gyms? So your first gym, you don't have any badges yet, but your Pokemon are level like 40? Oh no. Maybe the scaling's different. Maybe I'm wrong. I guess we'll see. 2 other grand stories beside your pursuit of becoming a champion, and many trials and tribulations await you in those stories as well. Please look forward to finding out what kinds of stories they are. I hope they don't really tell us. So gym, mushroom, evil team. So the car. I just keep saying evil team because I saw somebody say that. Car, mushroom. These are not related. So that means girl with the Eevee backpack is this. Cooking guy, head of the class, is mushrooms. Normal rival girl is gyms. Being able to make your own... You can freely go back and forth between all 3 stories, allowing your adventure to develop in a way you want it to. Some may want to reach the rank of champion and rush through the gyms, while others might want to adventure at their leisure. At times, searching for Pokemon or meeting all sorts of people, everyone can experience the game the way they want. That's good in theory. I really like that. But how is the level scaling going to work with that? The Paldea region has a Pokemon League and special class of pro-ranked Pokemon trainers who have achieved the Pokemon rank. Are we going to have the same thing as Sword and Shield where there's like a tournament at the end? I really like that as a gimmick. I just wish the battles were harder. These trainers have grown with their Pokemon to be able to dazzle audiences with their skills in battle. There are facilities called Pokemon gyms in many towns, and the leaders of these gyms are awaiting the challenge of the trainers. This is explaining what Pokemon is. There is no set path to gyms, yeah, I know. You could purposefully seek out a stronger gym leader, or you could simply stop by a gym that happens to be located in a town. So does this mean there's no level scaling, and if you wanted to, you could just get bodied by the 8th gym first? That's dumb. If you beat all 8 gyms spread across the region and collect their gym badges, you'll be able to take on a special test called the Champion Assessment. If you successfully pass the assessment, your strength will be acknowledged and you will be given the champion rank, making you an object of admiration for other trainers. Polish your skills with many Pokemon trainers and aim for the glorious champion rank. Okay. It's weird that they show off the ice gym. Like, I know you could do them in any order, but this is traditionally like 7th gym leader. Grusha used to be a professional snowboarder, but he is now the gym leader of the Glaceado gym full-time. He is an ice-type specialist who has a Titan as his partner. He's usually cool-headed, but when battles get heated, he starts showing the emotions he usually keeps pushed down. Toxic masculinity. So, in the previous games, well, is this true? In X and Y, I think, each gym leader had a different Mega Evolution, and then there were a decent... I think most of the gyms in Sword and Shield had a different G-Max Ace Pokemon. So I imagine each gym leader will have one that they terrestrialize. Hopefully it won't just be their type. Like, oh, the Ice type I hope they, like, mix it up and make it strategy, you know? I don't want this game to be easy. I don't want the battles to be easy. The Pokemon games are never, like, super easy, but the battles mostly are. Terrestrial phenomenon. This phenomenon is found only in the Paldea region. It makes Pokemon shine and glimmer. Many details remain unclear, but Professor Sada and Professor Tura are researching this mystery. I love how that ball looks. Okay, Eevee, starters. 18 types, meaning there are countless combinations of Pokemon and Terra types. Terrestrializing Pokemon allows you to enhance your battle strategies by increasing the power, for example, which you read first. This is more or less what they said in the video. I just would like... You will need... Oh, here we go. You'll need a Terra Orb to terrestrialize a Pokemon. Only select trainers in the Paldea region are allowed to carry this special item. Once you terrestrialize a Pokemon, your Terra Orb will lose all its terrestrial energy, and you won't be able to use it again until it's been recharged. You can charge your Terra Orb if you touch crystals. Okay, so you can use this on any Pokemon, like in the wild, but you need to charge it. Got it. Okay. And then they're mostly, if they're in the normal wild, they're generic types, but if they're in raid battles, they're special. Oh, God, there's so much of this. Did I read? Yeah, new forms fight alongside. I think I did read this. Age is not an issue in enrollment here. Okay, so a wide range of age groups from children to adults take the same classes, which mostly relate to Pokemon. It seems there are a few classes that you can take with Pokemon, too. Color swap. Biology. Food guy. As far as character designs go, I mean, this all adds up. This makes sense. Maybe these little... I like his hair is long. I like this got a... Palpu fruit? No, that's fucking Kingdom Hearts. What is the point of this skirt? Or dress? Why is it clear? I wouldn't say this is over-designed. That's just a weird choice that stood out to me after... Because it doesn't... I guess it looks better in 3D. I like this bit. But shy personality... Especially fond of her fluffy Eevee bag. I knew so many people in high school who were like... Had like emotional support stuffed animals or stuff like this that were also shy. This reminds me so much of people I knew, which I think is cool. Fight alongside friends. Within the time limit of the Terra Raid battles. Okay, yeah, this is almost exactly like... no, this is exactly like... Sword and Shield. Challenge Terra Pokemon. Anything new here? You could find requests from trainers searching for allies. Choose Join Terra. Okay, I like that. Again, but we knew. It's the same stuff as Sword and Shield, so we knew this. Is there anything... game? Pokemon. We did that. Gameplay. None of this is new. I'm looking for anything extra. Because somebody... Hold on. Actually, I was about to open up my Twitter. I am still going to, but I'm definitely not going to do it on stream. Twitter is a... the nicest way to put it is a cesspool. Somebody said something about Vivillon. I don't know how to say this how to spell this Pokemon's name. Here we go, Vivillon. Let's find the tweet. I think it was good friend Luchu. Yeah. Okay. I'm not fully seeing... Oh, because this is Spupa. Okay. So yeah, Vivillon. I was looking at this picture. I was like, how is this a Vivillon? Do we know for a fact it's a Spupa? See, this is why I'm like, I can't... I gotta be careful about scrolling down. This is like leaks or something. I don't care. Vivillon. Confirmed Pokemon Scarlet, which is certainly great to see. Okay. So let's just go off of the popular consensus and say that Vivillon is now confirmed. Still leaves a lot of Pokemon, most of which are starters. They got Duat in there, but not these two. So these are all the Pokemon left that need to be confirmed. So I guess we'll see closer to the game's release if that is the case. I hope so. Nothing on this list really got taken off after Legends Arceus, aside from the ones we knew. Florges got taken over because of, or taken off because of the, or that's Skiddo. You get my point. This is what it looks like now. Let's save this. That's what we're working with right now. Any other information? Are we back? Okay. Well, I figured out what the issue was, but it's... Now I have to cut these two things together. That's cutting into my editing time I was going to do, but we are still streaming. How do I sound? Now I have to cut these two things together. That's cutting into my editing time I was going to do, but we are very quiet. How do I sound? Sound awesome. Can we just wrap up this thing so I can play the DLC I was going to do? Here we go. New Pokemon. The roster. Sprigatito, Fuecoco, Quaxley. Not Quaxley. Maybe I'll pick it if there's no other options, but right now it's between these two. Like cats. I love how cute is this. This is my favorite design, but I'm more partial to cats in general. I normally pick the fire type, though. I like his little cheese. Obviously going to do Koraidon. Again, if it's up to me. So Titan, Fido, Lechonk. I forgot about Palmy, Smoliv, and Paldean Wooper. I imagine this is not the final Paldean we're going to see. I hope we don't really get any more information, like another big trailer, because the game's going to come out in 3 months. I hope they don't show off anything else. I hope the rest is just like stuff you'll experience. And that's all of it. So we have thoroughly wasted time doing all of that. That being said, I don't think the whole Mario Kart DLC will take a ton of time to do all the courses anyway. But, okay, what the fuck am I doing here? Stream weight. Okay, let me get rid of this. Can I copy these? Make this. Stream weight. Make it watch. Make them watch. And now my lights just got disconnected. Whatever, I can switch between the game and the camera. Look how fast I am. Alright, well, enough dilly-dally. I can finally take these headphones off. I feel like they're giving me a headache and I've been screaming this whole time. I downloaded the DLC prior. Let's get into it. Time to switch the stream title and the game we're playing. Oh, I need to fucking turn down the, yeah, that. I need to turn down the desktop audio, otherwise it's gonna... Sorry about blasting your ears for a second. My bad. Okay, let's change it. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Racing the new Mario Kart courses. Well, let's do old new. So that way it's kind of funny, it's jokey, it's tongue-in-cheek, but also I'm acknowledging that they're not new courses. It says 2.1.0. I did download an update prior to the stream, so I hope that's what it is. Otherwise, I will have already wasted time and not downloaded the other stuff. Let's see. gonna do normal Grand Prix. What did I do the... So I did 100cc. Are these the same? Why are these the same? We'll definitely do 100cc. We do 150? I didn't do anything in 200. Great. Okay. But I did do the 2 new courses. Why would I ever be Baby Luigi? Why is that defaulting? No, I'm a... Did I play Dry Bones last time? I feel like Dry Bones is my... Well, now I gotta fucking double check. I'm second guessing myself. I don't remember anything. Where is it? Is it not on this list? Maybe it was farther, longer ago than I remember. Damn, how long ago was this first fucking DLC stream? March 2022? Damn, it has been a long time since the DLC. I guess I never noticed how long it's fucking been. Yep, I was Dry Bones. Okay, and I have my custom car. Got it. And I've got every type of classic car. Dry Bones. Want to make sure the game, you could hear it, but also not too loud. That's good. I like the volume it's at. Let me boost that up a little bit. There we go. I don't know if this is the thing I used before. This seems to have... Let's make a new custom car, shall we? I like that. You know what? I care more about how it looks. Squirrel looks very weird. Kind of like this, though. Yeah, we'll go with Squirrel. I like how shitty... Like, it's cartoony, but it's also... Okay, let's see. Bunch of new shit. Right, none of the other ones. So I didn't Gold Cup this yet. I guess we'll go back to that if we have time. But for right now, we're doing the new Turnip Cup. From Tor, from SNES, from N64, from DS. I'm excited about Waluigi Pinball and the Rooftop Rumble or whatever it's called. Mushroom Ridge. Why did I call it that? I'm ready to get into it. I'm racing faster than I've raced in my life. Turn that shit up. This is my jam. I've not played this game since the last time I played it on stream. So we'll see how well I do. You could tell if a map was made in Tor or made for Tor because it was made to be, you know, looked at on an iPhone. So it doesn't look great. Or not that it looks bad. It just looks very cartoony. I saw a clip of DK earlier and I never really noticed how bad the DK model looks in this game compared to something like an actual DK game. Like even fucking Tropical Freeze, which was a Wii U game, and Smash Bros. Obviously it's not fair to compare character graphics to Smash Bros. But you're looking at a character most of the time. It's nice to play a new course. Mario Kart is... There's very few games that are simultaneously relaxing to me and stressful. I think Mario Kart and Minecraft are like those only two. Where when it really comes down to it as far as like trying to win and shit, it's stressful. But just playing it and running through it, it takes me back. If you would ask me what like my favorite franchise is, like Nintendo-wise, I would like not even in my top 10 would I list Mario, just because I wouldn't view it as like its own franchise for some reason. But as far as like nostalgia goes, with all the other games, Mario Kart some of the early... Ah, I missed the shortcut. Mario Kart some of the earliest... One of the first games I ever played. One of the first online games... Well, if you can call DS Download Play online. One of the first big multiplayer games I've ever played. I don't think that sentence made sense. One of the first I've ever played. It surely is the first game I've played ever. The most first ever game I've played. Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about? Alright, can I beat this Koopa? I fear that I may not be able to pass him. He knows this course better than anybody. Gotta drift around him. Gotta get the double box. Oh, so this isn't a looping course. This is all new. I just assumed the first 2 laps were the same. I wasn't registering it, I guess. I do like this highway. It's very cozy. Oh, did I do it? Okay, sick. There's this video series on YouTube of this guy that goes through like skyboxes or just like random parts in different N64 games or just games of the similar manner. And I really like N64 games, and he was doing it for Mario Kart, and I never really noticed how much of like the small areas in Mario Kart I really like. And that highway just seems like a cool place to hang out. I've never done the Ghost single player mode. I legitimately, of all the Mario Kart games, I don't think I've ever done it. Like the time trials, but it'd be nice to just kind of hang out. This course does not look good, but I think that's the point. It's modeled after Mario Circuit 3 from the SNES game. I'll give them that. This surely is Mario Circuit 3 from Super Mario Kart. My thumb's gonna hurt after this. How do I keep fucking that up? I feel like I learned how to do it once, or maybe they changed it. Everything's different now. Why is everything chrome? Oh, he's using the fucking SNES theme too. Should not have thrown that like that. It's charming. I did not want to do that either. But it just doesn't have a lot going on. It's one of these, like, you know how there's movies that the funniest thing about the movie is the premise, which, for that reason, when you watch the movie, it's not a very good movie, because, like Sausage Party, I guess, is the example, where the joke is like, oh man, an animated movie, but it's for adults. But then the movie itself is just like, okay, the funniest joke is that the movie exists, so what jokes can you make beyond that as the movie's happening, you know? I like this as a course because it's basically a one-to-one recreation of the SNES course. I think it is a literal recreation. But because of that, despite the fact of it existing, it's not something I would play on out of my own volition. Why am I sucking this time? There we go, short cut. It's alright, we're only on lap 2. And I'm in 4th place. This is no good. Come on. No way! Oh, fuck, I thought that was the final lap. I was like, oh man, I nailed it. I got too excited. Okay, let's pretend I didn't... Okay. Edit this clip to make it so I won. Okay. If I don't win now, that pop-off will be even lamer. The fact that I popped off and I didn't even... Like, before I even won. And now I'm going to be known as the guy who popped off too early when I could have won at Mario Circuit 3. I'll never live that down. This course is a lot longer than I thought. I thought I could talk my way through it. Oh, fucking blue shell. This is no good. Wait, did the blue shell just stop? Where did that go? Wait, what the why did that blue shell appear for 1 second and then... Alright, well, I dodged a bullet. Literally and figuratively. Yes, I'm marking it down. I like the moment. Sue me. Oh, right, I was waiting for everybody, but no, I'm the only real person. Can't believe I popped off over some CPUs. It is 150cc, alright? That's nothing to sneeze at. Calamari does it. Credit to Nintendo, they at least fixed the stuff people were complaining about. Not like graphically, but people thought these courses were going to be pretty bare bones. So when this course was announced, they're like, oh man, they're not going to let you go in the train tunnel. But from what I saw, you can go in the train tunnel. But I'm trying to win right now, so I'm not going to go in the train tunnel. How many times can I say that string of words in a statement without going crazy? Is it safe to say this is the best Mario Kart game? Like, nostalgia aside, it at least has the most substance. I don't know if that makes it the best. It makes it the best for me. I feel like the whole Smash Bros. Everyone is here thing was made exclusively for me, because even before Ultimate came out, I was like, man, if I could have a gimmick for any Smash Bros., I'd just have every character come back, and that would be the most important thing to me. Whereas other people would be like, oh, you know, this new character. And new characters are cool and all, but I have a weird fucking synapse in my brain that's like, oh, we need the whole completion. We need it all to be perfect. We need it to be completed. So even stuff that was taken out for a good reason, I'm like, no, we got to put it in. It's important. It was here. We need to finish the legacy. So I would like to have a Mario Kart game with all the courses. But, I mean, there's going to be a lot of DLC courses. There probably won't be any more Mario Kart DLC after this round of DLC is over, because it's still a lot of courses. Not like Smash Bros. Where they're like, okay, it sold so well, let's do another one. Maybe they will, actually. If they're focusing on money, then they definitely will. I didn't even think about that. Oh, shit. Excuse me, gentlemen. They gotta bring back old battle courses. That's all I care about. That's what I played most of the time. This is spooky. I like the courses that, like, the laps are separated by different gimmicks as opposed to being just the same thing over and over. People always hype up Baby Park. Baby Park is not a good course. It's just the same thing 7 times. And I guess that's kind of fun in its own right, but the reason it's 7 laps is because it's such a short course, but I feel like that course isn't fun for a long period of time. It's fun as a sprint, not a marathon. I don't mean to jinx it, but I think I'm about to win this. Shoot 2 red shells behind you, just in case. It's called insurance. I am so pink right now. What the fuck is wrong? Why am I... This actually looks really weird. Why am I pink? And why am I out of focus, too? Why am I pink? Well, I'm sure I don't need to see a doctor about that. I don't want to get too cocky. This happens every time that I get too big for my britches and then I brag, saying like, oh man, the rest of this is going to be easy. I'll get a gold card on this. But, this is the final race. Wait, what was... Oh, right. Okay, so I won the previous 3. So for me to lose, I would need to do really bad in this, which is possible. God, I feel it. This takes me back. Again, Mario Kart, a big part of it is just nostalgia. Everyone's favorite Mario Kart is the one they grew up with. That's why now the popular opinion is that Mario Kart Wii is the best one, because most of the people who are part of the vocal majority right now grew up playing Mario Kart Wii. And I say this as someone who also grew up playing Mario Kart Wii, but I also grew up playing Mario Kart DS. And that's my favorite, despite not being the best one. I feel like as far as popularity goes, this is the best-selling Mario Kart game, right? Is that true? I think it might be. It seems weird to, like, be a fucking dick rider for a company, but I always get so hype whenever something of Nintendo sells really well. I know it's just a corporation, they don't give a shit about me, but for so long I was defending Nintendo in the Wii U era against the other consoles. Like, yeah, come on, we're winning the console wars. That now I'm proud, for whatever reason, that the Switch is doing well. I will say, though, I'm a real hater. I was super excited that everyone in the last couple years of high school was getting a Switch, because I'm like, oh shit, I could play Switch games with people. I did it during class, but don't do that. That's my generic advice. I don't really like high school or care much about it or respect it, but I think just for metrics I should probably not tell people on the internet to play their Switch during school. I don't want to be a bad influence. Well, I do, in reality, I want to be a bad influence, but you know. I should stop talking. What was I saying? Oh, right. I was super hyped that all these people that we could only play Xbox games together can now play Switch games together. But then they announced the new Mario Kart game was coming to phones, and they were all like, oh, we could play Mario Kart on our phones for free. And I was kind of mad because I'm like, fuck, I wanted everyone to get a Switch so we could play Mario Kart on our Switches. So I was praying on its downfall. I was hoping the new Mario Kart game on the phone, Mario Kart Tour, would fail, so everyone would have to play the console version. And guess what happened? I actually don't think that game failed. I don't like it because of the gacha part of it. And that's the reason a lot of people don't like it. Actually, I haven't played it, so actually my entire opinion is formed off of what other people have said, so maybe I should just shut up. I don't know what I'm talking about. Nice opinion. Did a YouTuber give it to you? I mentioned before. Well, actually, yeah, in between the previous streams, I didn't mention the Total Drama video, which, in the previous stream, I'm like, man, this thing's at 2K. It's now at 60K views. Which is crazy. I ran right into that, which is crazy. And then a bunch of people are going back to old videos, and I like to think that I'm changing hearts and minds. There were a bunch of comments on the musical episode video. By a bunch, I mean 2, but they're both new comments, saying that, oh, you made me reconsider American Dad. Maybe I'll give it a shot. Which, I'm changing the world, one commenter at a time, building up the American Dad army. I sweeped that. Swept? I won all 4 of those races. On the last stream, did I do each course for each cup? That's crazy. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. I'll at least be able to do each course one time in 150. And then as I work backwards, it'll only get easier. Every time I play... I don't play a lot of games off... That was a nice shot. I didn't even know that's what happened. She went... I don't play games off of stream unless it's like Fall Guys. So the only video games I'm really playing are on stream, so I don't have a lot of free time to play them. But every time I get back into a game like this or Animal Crossing, I'm like, man, I'm going to play it a bunch after this. So I play a little bit after stream and then never again. Until the next stream. The thing with Animal Crossing, well, like this and Mario Strikers are going to continue to update, and that's when I'll come back to them. But I think they're done updating Animal Crossing. So I need to go, if I ever go back to that, I need to go back on my own volition. I need to choose a time. There are not enough days to be streaming. There's so much shit I gotta do. Alright, and the new Propeller Cup. Sydney Spirit Sprint, because it's set in the real world. Snowland, Mushroom Gorge, and Sky High Sundae, which is new. Anything new here? Okay, that's a wholly new course. So, 7, okay. Tour, so returning. 5 returning. Tour. They seem to follow a pattern, and 5 returning. So, 5 returning courses every pack of 2. So 5, 10, 15. We're going to get 20 more returning courses. That's actually not a ton. Wait, are there more than this? I'm already asking for more. I didn't even finish what I just got. I want a full game. The end game for me is to have every Mario Kart course in one game. That's all I care about, really. I don't even play this game that much. Just, I need things to be completed. I have a completionist brain. That's why I like Pokemon, that's why I like Far Cry, and that's why I mostly play collectathons. Alright, we're in Sydney, Australia? Sydney in Australia? These toads are fucking massive, by the way. That's scary. Alright, don't get cocky again. You're not in first again. You don't have the lead. You're starting from scratch. Yeah, you could, I don't want to call it cheap because it's not. They just spawn in. It's not cheap, but the cartoony, not even cartoony, because cartoony at least is a fun art style. The generic planes, I guess, here, you can tell this is a iPhone course because of the way it looks. I didn't need to grab that too. I'm holding an item, and I have 2 bananas. Great. As long as I don't get hit by a blue shell and don't fuck up somehow, I got solid defense, so I'm good. Unless, of course, I get hit by another thing. Oh, give me another banana. Coin is no good. I have no use for that. They got Daisy Cruise. What did I get hit by? And how? And why? What is his motivation? Don't hit me again. Come on. I'll hit him, though. Excuse me, sir. I got blooped. That was a sick drift. I'm gonna get hit. It's fine. I'll get all my coins back immediately. This is fine. As long as my enemies are also struggling, I'm thriving. I don't care if bad stuff's happening to me. As long as bad stuff is also happening to other people. What a terrible mindset to have. But yeah, that fucking video has 60,000 views, which I still not fully grasped. It seems strange. It doesn't seem real either. I knew it was bound to happen eventually. I just thought it would happen slowly over time, and it's still gaining, so if I'm being conservative, I'm just gonna assume it'll remain at 60k, but I think it's already surpassed that, and it keeps going up every day. I don't know. It's gotta stop at some point. Did that give me 2 coins? Because I had 8. Oh, no, this is no good. I'm in 3rd. I can't handle this. Emotionally or otherwise. Grab the 2. Also, a bunch of... Not that this is a normie game, you know, but the pandemic definitely helped out Nintendo. I don't know if there's a conspiracy theory in there somewhere, but the pandemic helped... Oh, the fucking Sydney Theater. Oh, they're just plastic cardboard people. I said 2 different substances that are not the same thing. Oh, here we go. Bye. I let go of that banana really early. I could have got hit by that red shell, but I'm fine. At least my corpse would have crossed the finish line. I'm all inked up. Is this a triple wheeler? I didn't even notice that. That's cute. Let me look up a list of every Mario Kart course. I could have sworn I did this last time. List of courses in Mario Kart series. Mushroom Cup, Flower Cup, Star Cup, Special Cup, Retro Cups. Wait, is... Okay, so it follows the same pattern every time. Mushroom, flower, fuck! I don't think I've ever played this course. That's fun. Because, like, obviously there's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which has a collection of all of them. I've played Mario Kart Wii, I've played Mario Kart DS, I've played Mario Kart 7, played Mario Kart 64. I never owned a Double Dash, but I was about to completely demolish my own argument. I played it at a friend's house before. But I think all the main Double Dash courses that everyone talks about are in this game. But I've never played Mario Kart Super Circuit, which I think was the GBA. So this is, as far as I'm concerned, a wholly new course. And it's got the... I've mentioned this, I think I talked about this on the Mario Sunshine stream, that each of these big spin-off Mario games are a time capsule for when they were made of the previous generation, right? So I never played... The reason I brought this up in the Sunshine stream is I had never played Mario Sunshine, but I played Brawl and Strikers and Mario Kart Wii, and those are all... They got a bunch of stuff based on Sunshine, because that was the big Mario game that came out previously. This game, the GBA one, came out, I think, before Double Dash and before Sunshine. So they got the Mario 64 penguins, which don't appear a lot in other courses or in other games, because they're not characters they use anymore. So we get to see modern recreations of them that we normally wouldn't have, unless this course was remade. Am I making any sense? Just gonna throw a red shell at me. The fucking theme is peaking up because shit's getting... Please give me something to defend myself. You bitch! Red shell, well, I thought it was supposed to defend me. What are you doing? Oh, that Isabelle. I've got some choice words for you, Isabelle, when I catch up to you. I'm gonna road rage at her. Come on. Hit her. Hit her. No way. I'm mad. Okay, so mushroom, flower, star, special. Then there's retro, shell, banana, leaf, lightning. Is it like that every time? I never noticed it's always the same. Okay. So, Mario Circuit 1. Am I going to open all these tabs? Is this in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? It's a Mario Kart Tour. But aside from that, no. Donut Plains 1 is in DS. I don't remember this at all, actually. Donut. What was it doing in Mario Kart? Excuse me. Okay, this already looks weird. Dun, 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 but it's got the theme. This is... If there was one course I played the most on every game. Like, I think I mentioned that Luigi's Mansion, or maybe the Halberd, was the stage we played most on Brawl. But as far as Mario Kart Wii, this is the course we did the most. And now this is looking more like it. Let's go the highway. Oh, that's why they called it... You bitch! Isabelle! My fiercest rival. I'm not gonna let her get away with it. The comeback starts now. I don't have enough momentum to do the cool trick. And I've never also done the trick in my life, so, you know. I'm talking like I've pulled it off before. Like, oh man, if I had better conditions, I could have pulled it off. Knowing damn well I've never done it before. I've just seen people do it. I thought I was gonna... I was trying to hit Isabelle. Okay? Yeah, wait. What's going on over here? This is not going well for me. Needless to say. Hit him too. Prank him, John. Come on, get the boost. That was a... I'm glad I had that. That helped out a lot. Don't land on the banana again this time. I'm getting back into it now. Again, like I said, relaxing and stressful. I make fun of people who get nostalgia blindness on TikTok all the time because they're like, oh, these things that used to exist when we were kids, and it's just like a movie theater or like an arcade. It's like, yeah, these things already exist. But that being said, I am addicted to nostalgia. I got a real fucking, I'm fiending for it. Does this blow up if you're holding it behind you? Or do you need to throw it for it to blow up? Let's throw it, just in case. Grab the item, hurry! Oh, they had the little glider. Has this map ever appeared again? Like, obviously it's here now. I just mean, like, it was never in 8 or 7 previously. Oh, I won. Okay, I was worried I wasn't. So, already, 2 courses. Mario Circuit 1 and Donut Plains 2. Ghost Valley 1. It's in Tor. Let me just look up how many Mario Kart courses are there. If I look up a video, it'll be better. Some stuff, when you look it up on Google, it doesn't really get an answer. But a video. Every Mario Kart course. This actually doesn't help. This is from 3 years ago. So, it goes up to 8 Deluxe, but prior to the DLC. Okay. This is wholly new. But, this reminds me of both fucking Wreck-It Ralph and also, I mentioned before, like, oh, I mostly did battle courses, bring back the old battle courses. One of the main battle courses I played on the DS version, which is the one we always played. Oh, they fucking spin you. Was a battle course where you just, I keep saying that word, where you just spin around a giant cake, and it looked a lot like this. I don't play this game enough. I said that last time too, and I only play it when there's an update. I gotta do more shit in my free time. I don't have free time, really. That sounds sad, but I promise it's not. I enjoy doing what I'm doing, but you know, all my time I'm editing. And then, fucking Isabelle again. Hit her once, man. Show her who's boss. I decided I don't want to play Smash Bros. Anymore, and she's still in this game, too. I can never escape her. Her unstoppable grab. That's not true. Can easily stop her grab. Fucking Blue Shell, of course. Wait, never mind. I shouldn't have slowed down. I was trying to bait someone else, but... You. It was you all along, wasn't it? It's me, Austin. I'm on automatic. I can tell because my character moved without me moving. And it helps for not falling off, but it's bad for secrets. I'm gonna get hit by the... Yeah. You dick. I almost fucking mushroomed straight into that banana. What a normal string of words I just said. Only context that could ever be used in is Mario Kart. I mentioned... Which roulette was it? Was it the GameCube? No, the GameCube roulette was the first one. I think it was the PlayStation multi-tap roulette. I think we talked about it on stream or maybe on a different stream. Where it was originally supposed to be the DS download roulette. We play a bunch of DS download games because I have crazy nostalgia for a bunch of those. It seems we never play enough games on the roulette stream. Or the lead is always too massive. It's never close. Someone always wins in like a landslide. Which isn't entertaining to watch. Like, I know all the people playing are, like, trying hard, but it's never not been a sweep. We always get to the last game and be like, wait a minute, isn't there, like, is it possible for this person to win? And the answer is no. But yeah, I couldn't figure... I assumed, like, oh yeah, you know, emulations come a long way before I knew shit about emulation. I hit Isabelle, that's all I care about. Is it like, oh yeah, you could definitely play DS download games online through an emulator, but you can't. And I still think you can't. Like, it's very hard to pull off. But I saw a mod the other day of New Super Mario Bros. Online. Or not online. It's multiplayer, which I remember playing on long car rides and it being really fun. Is getting, like... I mean, they're modding it to have, like, a bunch of players. Like a kind of battle royale. Or at least 8 players. And I think it's really cool because I really like that. If there ever is a way to play DS download games, we're going to do a roulette. I need the roulettes to be longer. Hopefully, as the years go by and everyone's less busy, we'll have, like, dedicated time to it. Why did I only get 2 stars? Wait, that happened last time. Because I didn't win all the courses, right? Alright, now hold on. Yeah, 3232. Why is that? Which ones did I lose? Wait, why is it only 2? This is bugging me now. I got the gold cup. Why can't I just be happy about it? Oh, and they go back through. Okay, so I did only get 150 last time. I haven't done mirror with anything. Maybe I'll do mirror with all the new DLC courses. How much time do I got? So at 9... So 10... It's been only an hour and a half, so we're halfway through the stream. Yeah, we'll do mirror. We'll do mirror for all of them. How about that? Probably because most people are doing online, and I'm not doing that. I meant... The way I said that, sorry, I got flustered by my own self. It seemed like I don't want to. I do like doing it. I'm just saying I'm not currently doing it. So we'll see how long mirror mode takes, and then we'll do online stuff. See how hard playing online really is. If we're at the halfway point, this is almost done. Should I start a new one? God. And I'm working on the moving video now, which will probably be out in a couple days. Hopefully. That's what I'm shooting for. So I don't want to say probably because, you know, circumstances could be beyond my control. But I have to go through a bunch of old footage of this apartment to, like, make a compilation. I want to go through the middle. This is where automatic comes to bite you. So I have to go through a bunch of old streams and just, damn. So much has happened in this room. I've been streaming in this room for over a year now. Yeah. And I don't think I really... Is this the longest I've streamed somewhere? At least with an actual backdrop, because I didn't do the face cam until, like... Spyro, which was the beginning of 2021, and then I moved a couple months later. And obviously I did the dusty apartment for a period of time. And I gotta edit that. I think I'm gonna be up later tonight. I'm still kind of tired right now, but I stayed up till like 4 last night. Not intentionally, but as each day goes by, I didn't even know he was in his little clown car. Each day goes by, this happens every time, right? And then I have to refix my sleeping schedule. But once I'm in, like, a different apartment, I probably won't have to do it because I won't have to worry about other stuff. There was always that initial excitement about moving where you're like, oh, we gotta go do a bunch of stuff. But then once you start to settle in, after, like, the first month of living with new people, I'll be like, okay, now I can kind of go into my room and not talk to anyone for days. The silence after that was deafening. It wouldn't have been nearly as sad if I just said something after. I'm doing terrible. Why would I do that? Why did I do that? It's not even hypothetical. I did. You guys all saw it. It's not the course being backwards that's difficult. I think it's just because the mirror mode is like an extra mode, they made the CPUs harder, which is not a bad thing. It sounds like I'm complaining. I'm not, alright? Games should scale with difficulty. That's the point of video games. To test yourself, you know? I did through the light challenge, but the challenge I did previously was a different course. I should have done this on the first stream so I was used to it. Because right now I got no coins whatsoever. I'm just using the red shell behind me to defend myself. If I get blue shelled, that's it. Because this is nearly the end of lap 3, and if I get hit by that blue shell, it's over. I'm not coming back from that. I fucked up my... Why would the red shell go past him? Why? I don't want it to loop around and hit the person in 8th. Don't fuck me here. I'm so close. It's fucking Koopa. I don't care about the stars. Doesn't matter. All I care about is that gold cup. I'm getting this gold cup. I just need to win the other ones. How hard could that be? How about... can I just look up how many... Yeah, I probably could answer my own question. How many Mario Kart courses are there? 16! I don't think that's right. Mario Kart 8 has over half the tracks ever made. Posted February, so the DLC was announced, but before the DLC came out. So is this like preemptive? Like, oh man, with all the DLC, we're gonna have Probably, right? That was a precise shot. Nice shot. Every time I see a game series, I'm like, man, I would like to play that on stream. Simultaneous. I just talked about, actually multiple times on the stream, how I don't have any free time to do anything aside from working and streaming, so I don't play a lot of games outside of it. But I also don't stream enough days for me to be able to do a bunch of different stuff. There's not enough days in the world for me. I need time to stop. So when I return, obviously I need to finish Banjo. Maybe just because I started 2 big series at the same time. So of the 4 days I can stream, I dedicated 2 of them to stuff that's going to take multiple months. What did I see today that... Oh, yeah, I was watching fucking Evo, a little bit of it. I always get too, like, overwhelmed because I want to watch everything instead of... It's like, because I'm not really particularly into any of the other fighting games. So I couldn't pick. I'm like, yeah, I'll just watch all of them. So I had, like, 8 tabs open of different... And I couldn't focus on any of them because of that. So then I just narrowed it down to, okay, Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. Because I played Mortal Kombat, the 2011 version, when I was younger. And I've been getting into Street Fighter 5 at the local arcade. So at least I kind of... I don't have, like, a firm grasp on those like I do... As much of a grasp as I do, like, Smash Bros., which isn't there. The first year I finally decided to watch everything, and it's not there. This is that Multiverses is going to be there? That's the end of the course. I was not paying attention. With a total of 96 courses, this iteration of Tennis Kart Racer will have over half. Okay. So not does. Mario Kart. Okay, first Super Mario Kart 20, Mario Kart 64 16, Super Circuit 20. Is Super Circuit just a remake of Double Dash 16, Kart DS 16, Mario Kart Wii 16, Mario Kart 7 16, Mario Kart 8 25 with DLC, so probably default 16. Mario Kart Tour is 25. Is that true? Mario Kart 4 or Mario Kart Tour only has 25? I thought the whole thing is that it has a ton of courses. Okay, well this does give us a list in total, but it's listing stuff like, okay, like Mario Kart Wii is 16, but some of those 16 are retro courses. Wait, is it? Because there's... Okay, hold on. There's 4 main courses and 4 retro courses. They each have 4. So no, 16's right. So 20, 36, 56. I'm doing math and playing fucking Mario Kart at the same time. 56, 16, 60, 74. Just shoot him, whatever. 74 is 80, 90. Plus another 16 is 106. 25. God damn. 106 plus 25 is 131. I ran right into that. This is 170. Did I miss something? I think because I kept veering my eyes away, so I lost, like, which game I was on. Also, I just realized that it has a total, so I did not need to do all that. It has a total of 170 courses, right? And since the DLC has started, they have added 10 of those. That seems too small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I wasn't counting tour ones. Okay. Add 7 each time. So, 170. And also, this isn't even assuming the stuff that's already in the game. So, there's a total of 170 minus the 25 that is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with the DLC. 170 minus 25. 145. Right? Yeah. I hope so. Otherwise I'm going to look like a real idiot. So 145 courses still to add. Add 7. Okay, minus the 7 of that. Of the one I'm playing now. The one they added at the beginning of the year. Damn, so much has happened in this year. So 145 minus 7. 130. Don't do it. You dick. And he's in the fucking McDonald's car. The Luigi toy is in. I can't believe he did that. That's so fucked up. Came in and swooped in and stole it at the end. I have to win this next race. Or I have to make sure Koopa loses at least. 145 minus 7. Minus 5. 138. Minus another 7. 131. Right? Yeah. So let's fucking write this down before I forget. 131. And then there's... How many more do they say they were adding? Oh, they didn't change this, though. People were mad that, I think it was Coconut Mall that the cars weren't driving, but they didn't fix the whole thing that it's not escalators anymore. But that's kind of a harder fix. Dun, 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 dun. I was at the wrong part. The mirror world is throwing me off. See, I'm sure this would be, like, the whole mirror gimmick would be a lot harder if I knew these courses from, like, memory, but I don't. Every time I play these, because I go months, if I go half a year without playing the courses again, I don't remember what they feel like. So it's not like, oh man, I did this course over and over and now I have to do it backwards. Everything's so off. To me, this is just a new course, basically. Those cars were not moving. Now that I'm complaining, just get the fucking... I'll show you what I mean by McDonald's car later. But right now, I gotta focus on not dying. Not get dying. I ran right into that. Both of those. What a terrible string of events. Unfortunate.